Alright, there we go. Sorry about the delay there, chat. Had to get some things going. Here we go. Get straight to it.
Communication system.
Greetings and salutations, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the next episode of Lords of Light, episode 18. Made myself laugh. Who would like to give the recap?
I shall.
Alright. Yep. Doop, deep, dos, bit, bit, part. Okay, go ahead.
What is the answer to reckless avarice? This is the question lingering in the back of my troubled mind ever since that fateful day in Haikyo, when it fell to its knees because of foolish ambition. Lo, I did not expect it to come hurtling back to the fore from the lips of Mooney, standing before a strange elf suspended within an ancient doorway. I recalled the etched metal tablet I once forged with my own hands outside of Zarakost. The great anvil I forged it upon was not used by the proud and honorable, but the shamed and outcast. It was there I found an answer I knew all along: humility. The strange elf awoke from its stupor, powering the mighty portal behind it. The Eldar introduced itself as Eldar Sonso Salast, son of the Sovereign, Lord of Chasmstone Satrapy and the Elven Dominion of Noda. We informed the Eldar of the current state of his once great satrapy, now a shadow of its former self. Its former elven residents absent. After a tense negotiation, we persuaded Eldar Celast to return to Sullivaran and speak with the Deep Thane to see if the old alliance of the depths could be reforged. Both sides must set aside their grievances if we are to survive what is to come. For only by working together shall we banish the encroaching darkness as Lords of Light.
Inspiration for you. Alrighty. So, as the party has escorted Eldar Sonso Salast all the way back to Solivarin, where Deep Thane Rodverick Hailstone and he can hold counsel with one another. We'll pick right back up where we left off, with the two individuals staring each other down, and the lingering sense of familiarity. Tense, anguished, distrust, and yet a subtle hope towards a better future. 1 second. Some better tunes. All right, and so it begins. Sorry. And so I suppose I should get things started. I'm Deep Thane Rodverick Hailstone, as the Herald invited. And it seems that my adherent has brought you forth. What are you, to begin? You don't look like any of the other shortiers I've seen. You'll see that the Eldar appraises Lord Hailstone as if one might appraise the value of a broken toy or soulless shoe. You would speak to me of value, and yet I do not see exactly what it is that you think that you are. I didn't say anything about value. No, but you thought it, didn't you? You'll see that the Thane will squint his eyes at the creature. You'll be getting your mind out of my mind, elf, lest I put my axe in yours. The Eldar will retract slightly and will state, very well. You asked as to what I am. I am Eldar, chosen as a son of Falael to lead the people of Noda in times of great strain and stress. I suppose you might say I am a assigned official. Assigned? What do you mean? If you truly have an interest in elvish politics, I will give you more indefinite instruction. Suffice to say, I was chosen. I led my people, and then I slept. I awoke here. That is the long and short of it. Slept here, huh? Well, in my satrapy. Must not have led them very well if they've fallen into such ruin. I might say the same for you. Unless, of course, you intended for your palace to look this way. You will see that the Deep Thane will frown at that. I don't think I like the words coming out of your pretty mouth. And yet, hear them all the same you will. Most don't like the truth when they hear it. Alright, Baldrum, if you want to interject, you may. Things are going tenuously.
He clears his throat. Permission to speak freely, my lord. I have a proposal to put forward that would be mutually beneficial to both parties.
The Deep Thane will raise an eyebrow. Let's hear it then, adherent. Indeed. I believe that my savior has at least earned the right to propose unto me.
He nods. He readies himself, a little nervous, but focusing his confidence. I believe it is in the best interest of both parties to reforge the alliance between the dwarves and elves of the depths. Our people were once united and prospered for centuries in harmony beneath the dark sun of Astaroth and the sovereign moon of Falael, until the stranger and the traitorous dwarves who followed him brought ruin and devastation to our great civilization. Our expedition, my party and I, he gestures to them, through the demon wastes and Zarakost, illuminated us to the severity of the growing threats festering below the surface, and fortunately, the unique opportunity to present them to your lordships. It was there we found evidence of the stranger's foul machinations firsthand. In fact, we have with us the stranger's alchemical research detailing the energy transference of demonic souls for their mana. Took, pointing to Took, our expert alchemist, has determined the demons were being used as fuel to empower great machines of advanced magic and technology within the Black Glass Laboratory of Zarakost. The research reveals Zarakost was intended to be a fully automated city. However, the stranger's ambition was short-lived. Demonic corruption took hold of the city. The Thane of Grace gave the order to evacuate, but it was too late. Thousands of lives were lost because of their reckless avarice. Today, Zyrakost is a staging ground for legions of demons. Furthermore, we encountered a strain of aberrant demons at Deep Run Station in Zyrakost. These demons preyed upon others, foolish enough to stumble across their lair, and turned them into their own kin. The demonic blood sample we presented to you, Deep Thane Hailstone, is proof of these aberrant demons. The creatures are capable of traversing great distances through massive, floating black Icarus orbs thrumming with mana. I believe these aberrant demons are a product of the Stranger's research, stolen from Noda. In addition, we have seen and challenged demonic cults on both the Blacktop Mountains near Demon's Deep and the Silent Faces outside the bounds of the Demon Wastes. We cannot allow these foul cults in service to Babylon and Agamemnon to fester and plague our land with their cancerous filth. Boldrum presents the map of the United Domain of Noda. This map I recorded from Chasmstone Satrapy, he nods to Eldar Celeste, has lines of separation uncannily similar to those we found in Zyrakost. I have reason to believe the trams and underroad of Zyrakost connect all the great cities of the depths, from Sulaveren, Noda, Demon's Deep, Zyrakost, Moazkadan, and Ovenfaust. All of them are at risk of invasion by demons in the wastes and the Stranger's creations. Boldrum raises a hand towards Eldar Celeste. Eldar, even in our darkest hour, the depths have not forgotten the binding of the sun and moon, and that which was broken can be reforged. Boldrum raises his other hand to Deep Thane Hailstone. We are in need of formidable allies to form an iron fist worthy of our Lord Astaroth, my Deep Thane. Boldrum clasps his hands together. The dwarves of Demon's Deep would be honored to join hands as allies with the strength of Sulaveren and the wisdom of Noda. Boldrum grasps the heraldry of Astaroth on his back with an iron fist, pulling it over his heart, and salutes as he invokes his glory through it. Together, the dark sun and the sovereign moon will illuminate the depths once more. Together, we will defeat the demons lurking in the deep. Together, we will herald a new era of prosperity for the depths and for Corvanis. And he maintains that salute.
Are you spending glory?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
What a fucking speech, dude.
Make me a persuasion check with advantage, please.
17.
Okay. How much glory are you spending?
Smiles. All of it.
As you wish. One moment, please.
$6 points.
Give me a moment. I need to think of their responses as you said a lot. Give me a second.
I know it's a lot. I can give you a transcription if it would help.
That would help.
Yes, sir.
The scribe, he's doing it. He's doing the thing. He wrote it down.
That was fantastic, guys. Good work, dude.
Yeah.
This is going to take me a minute. I have to think about a lot. So, if
Yes, sir.
Anybody wants to RP in the background, they can.
I don't think Looney can. She wouldn't interrupt anybody.
Okay, I apologize for the dare, but I really need to think about response.
I take it down.
I gambled everything on this.
That's a Stephanie. It's amazing.
You said what?
A charisma, my ass.
That's one of the reasons why I gave
job.
fighters the glory system, so they could talk with gravitas and not have to be built for it. At least all the time. Pivotal moments. A general speech, you know?
Smuggle this candy under your mask. Don't you?
What do I do with it?
You just suck on it.
That's what she said.
I even channeled
Yes,
it through the cloak.
That is
Very
what
cool.
she said. She just told it to me. Cool.
Do you want one?
No,
Okay.
not a big fan of sweets.
What about Little Flake?
I have sours.
Hey, what kind of sours?
Lemon.
Give me that one.
Okay.
Little Flake, do you want a piece of candy?
Are you... Stranger danger.
Coffee, she wants a piece of candy.
I got lemon and orange. Here.
Give her the orange.
Both of
I
those
feel
are
like
good
we're in
options.
church whispering while
Yes,
like, the sermon's
that is
going on.
exactly what I'm. That's exactly what I'm channeling. Because I remember when I was in church and I had to shut up and listen to the sermons, and it was just like, all right, this is the reason why Mima has these candies. So that way you suck on the candy, shut up, and pay attention.
Man,
Okay.
That actually takes me back to when I was actually in church, and I
Mhm.
was sitting next to one of my friends, and we were whispering, and apparently we were not as quiet as we thought.
Yep,
because,
every time.
mid sermon, like during like the main sermon, the pastor stopped and looked down at us.
Oh no!
Yeah, we did not get to sit next to each other for quite some time after that.
Aww.
The glares.
Yeah.
Maybe
A
his
glorious
sermon should have been more interesting.
All right, I got it.
Yeah.
As Baldrum finishes his speech, and the sound of his voice echoes through the cavern, his words, it seems, carry with them a great weight. The glory of his accomplishments, the journey he has made, seeking strength, and finding the truth in the riddle of steel. The Eldar will look from Baldrum and then back towards the Thane, and he will say, "Impressive. It would seem that dwarvish hospitality has not diminished in terms of its grandeur. He is also quite loud. Better that he be loud and be heard than whispered to by some elvish tart. But the adherent speaks truth. We may have our disagreements, Eldar, but we have a common enemy. Our people once had peace within their hands. It is possible they might have so again." The Eldar will respond and say, "True. But much like our forebears discovered, peace must be held not between two leaders, but a people. Symbolism and magic can aid in such things. If only we had the staff, peace would be more easily quelled. peace would be more easily spread and anger would be more easily quelled. Aye. We'll make do, though. Before we continue, a question for your adherent, as he looks towards Baldrum, and he will ask, you mentioned once more this transference. How much of it did you actually see? I am curious, for we have our own form of transference, taught by the Eldar to the elves, to allow one to share its life with someone else that falters. It relies, strictly speaking, on the use of emotions. However, much like our own magic, if misused, it could lead to, well, disaster.
Mooney will shift on her feet uncomfortably.
Boldrum nods, and acknowledging the Eldar's words. We have seen it firsthand in Deep Run Station. We saw one of the creatures, the aberrant demons that we believe was the stranger's work, preying upon another demon, and it transformed into a strange, aberrant creature like itself. We believe it is something to do with the blood.
Disheartening. If it is the same transference, regulated to the body that was once to only the mind, it would be something to be feared indeed. This transference of one's mind and the life force within would allow our healers, you see, to restore even the dead to life. It ran risks, of course. The excess emotions would need it to be stored. Joy, sorrow, wrath, what have you. Too much of one could lead to a sickness. Did you see such sicknesses within Zyracost?
Yes. We encountered demons of these emotions, as you say, of lust, of hunger, of excess. It was vile. We fought them firsthand, my party and I, gesturing to them.
I see.
We even, if I may, we were in pursuit of a engine of sorts. A hydra turned monstrosity and fell. And it outpoured with emotions most grievous. It was in pain, it was in terror, and it was the most ferocious foe we had ever faced. And it was Kafira's child that we had to put down.
You will see that the Eldar is not swayed by that part of the words, for he has no connection to that. He is instead fully focused on what was mentioned. So you say that it is also replicated in these demons. If I could be so kind as to ask, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? Patience, Deep Thane. I wish to have all the information. You say that you faced these demons, and they too exhibited a heightened emotion. Would you say that the emotion was stronger than that of their fiendish nature?
I would believe so, yes. We were not able to study them thoroughly, only encountered them in battle and bested them. Some were very twisted, especially the joys. Ugh, creepy smiles.
Mooney will raise her hand. She doesn't know how to. Can I talk about one of them?
My
The Eldar-
companion wishes to speak.
The Eldar will look over his shoulder at the orc and will raise his eyebrow.
Okay, look, so one of them was called the Hunger of Agamemnon, and it was...
She put both hands out.
It was half dog, half demon. and I'm real good with animals, Cabe. And normally I'd be able to like, you know, persuade it or get it to calm down. Well, none of that was gonna happen as long as it had other demons around. But as soon as those demons were gone, then I could have some sort of, you know, companionship with it. So to your question about the feelings being more than the fiend stuff, yeah.
The Eldar will look back to the adherent, seemingly having ignored Mooney's weird utterings, and will instead say, "So it is confirmed that these fiends are more emotion than they are fiendish. The reason that this is important, Deep Thane, is that it means that the practice of transference by my people, and also how I am able to be Eldar. If this method is being used, I doubt it is being used correctly. For you see, one of the symptoms of its misuse is a poisoning of emotion. One being only able to feel one emotion, excluding all others. Such a thing can lead to madness, which may explain the predicament that we are currently in. So, I fail to see how that's relevant. We're just going to kill them, right? The reason that it is relevant, Deep Thane, is just as those things can happen, they can also be cured. At the satrapy, I may need to search, but I am sure that we could find methodologies to assist us against the demons. The Deep Thane will go, "Wait. We've skipped over the part to where we have alliance." The Eldar will raise an eyebrow. "Have we? I believed your adherent spoke very well. Or did you need to shake on it?" The Deep Thane will glower at the elf, his eyes burning red. "Fucking elves. We have traditions for a reason. Yes, we're going to shake on it."
Does he waddle forward?
He does. You will also notice that, despite as imposing as the Deep Thane is, he is still quite short compared to the Eldar.
How tall is the Eldar?
The Eldar is 6'8".
Woo!
And Deep Thane Rodverick Hailstone stands an imposing, breathtaking 5'2".
Yeah, he's taller
That's
than
my
me.
height.
He will look up at the Eldar. The Eldar will then place his hands on his knees and kind of squat down a little bit to be at eye level with him. This almost causes the Deep Thane to kill him. In fact, there is a moment when Boldrum feels the amulet of Astaroth shake. And then the Eldar finishes his squat with a bow. "I thank you for your patience, Deep Thane." And he will offer his hand. The Thane, despite himself, will clasp in a warrior's grip the wrist of the Eldar. "You're lucky we've got bigger fish to fry, you and I." He will then crush the Eldar's wrist in his grip, as the Eldar will grimace slightly, and he will say, "I hope you got more than these tiny arms to help." The Eldar's eyes will flash as the Thane's hand is turned back by his telekinetic power. "Plenty, dwarf." "Good. Well then," as he shakes his hand, "looks like we've got planning to do. Adherent, you and your companions are ordered to rest. We'll call you in when we're ready to go over details. The elf and I have some discussing to do.
He gives a salute. By your will and by the will of Astaroth, my Thane. Well then. We have been ordered to rest. Negotiations have gone well. The alliance enacted. Victory. For the depths. For glory. For Astaroth.
Hey, you done real good, Boulder. Let's get out of here.
Wait, this was part
Hey.
of the glory quest?
An alliance against demons is something most worthy of being acknowledged. Cool.
Wouldn't Took have to ask that?
This
Well.
this lady will appear behind you.
Oh, my favorite tour guide. Ah!
She will push you back. That's quite close enough. She will then say in common, "It seems you are favored by the Thane and are given better rooms. I, however, am not required to like you."
Well, I like you. Come on, everybody, let's go.
Ugh. She will say it out loud.
Mooney will admire her dreadlocks and think about how they have similar hairstyles.
We're like sisters. Okay.
Lead on.
Ha!
Ah!
Alright, no longer having to sleep at the bottom rung, you are given the prestigious rooms over the waterfall,
Ooh!
with a view and working aqueduct.
Ooh la la.
Gestures.
Oh, hold on, I bet you can find some nicer rocks up here.
I mean, usually the deeper you go, the better they get.
Oh,
I guess we are technically in a mountain, so that variance goes a lot larger of a distance from up and down.
yeah, what is it?
Jax is barking excitedly.
She will, as usual, start barking with him.
Adherent, the rooms are there.
She
Get the
He
fuck out.
sighs.
Get the fuck
She
out of there.
flees.
Hey, do we get fancier rocks since we're up here now?
Patience, brother.
Well,
Well, everyone,
what we doing? We waiting?
we are waiting to hear back from Eldar, Sonso Celeste, and Deep Thane Hailstone. But in the meantime, you are allowed rest and recuperation and resupply.
She'll open up her pockets.
I want to go shopping.
We have not received payment as of yet.
I got our money.
I also
Blink.
got some coin if she needs it.
Yeah, you
Well.
know how I smash stuff and then poof, money appears in my hands. We smashed a lot
Very
of
well.
stuff.
Okay, okay,
Bolden will
okay.
go get the
I gotta-
attendant and help
It
with
doesn't.
the mark.
It's not conjured. Okay. It's just there. It happens to be there.
I hit the enemy, it dies, it poofs into a cloud, and then coins show up.
Yep. At a 10% increase.
Well, let the attendant know if you need to be escorted to the market.
Oh, I like her. I bet she's gonna be real excited. Duke, you wanna go shopping later?
Yeah. Also,
Cool.
I have a request for you all.
Oh,
Yes, Took.
oh, that sounds serious.
Mooney puts on a
I-
serious face.
I am going to be praying to glory, and I would like to have all of you as witnesses for this confession.
I will bear witness to your confession.
Sure. But what are you
confession.
confessing? I don't really
Yeah.
know what that means.
That is all will be revealed in the prayer.
Oh,
Raises
oh,
his eyebrow.
suspense.
Okay.
Yeah, have fun with that. I'm going to the oratory. I'll catch y'all later.
Oh. Well, that seemed kind of disrespectful. I'm sorry, Took.
Well, I would have liked the son of Zool to be present,
Little
if he
Flake
does
will
not
hold your
wish-
hand.
but if he does not wish to hear it, then so be it.
He's a greenie.
Yeah, it means he's a meanie. So, where'd you want to do this at? Should we find a special place?
I'm not entirely sure. I suppose in the barracks that we're assigned to or at least the quarters that we're assigned to would be good enough.
Well, when I prayed to glory, I did it right there, and I sneezed ferociously at the end. I didn't know if that was a good sign.
Huh.
Please pray within the barracks so you do not draw Lord Astaroth's ire.
Sure, if that's how it works.
It is.
Okay then.
Wait, why is the barrack safe?
Do not be within the light of the dark sun as you invoke another god.
Isn't his glory god also like a sun god?
I think me and Coffee did both those things. Are we supposed to apologize to him?
No.
Oh. Man, this god stuff is real confusing. Alright, where are we going?
It's tradition, Mooney.
Well, nobody told me that. I
You
haven't
didn't
said I was
ask.
gonna. I
Well, I
did.
don't know
I
how
said I
this
was gonna
stuff
go
works
pray to
either.
glory, and I was gonna go do it over there, and y'all said okay.
I was in a library.
I also figured the sun would be a good spot.
Oh,
Okay, we
Anyway.
can go inside.
I seem to have a bad memory. I'm sorry. Come on, I'll even bring my dog. I think this is gonna go real good.
So do we have to sit in a circle or something? I don't understand how this works.
But we
No,
gotta go
brother.
inside.
Just get inside.
Mooney will waddle up and we'll almost kick the door in and then realize this is a nice place and we'll grip the door handle and open it normally.
That whole exchange just reminded me of the genie getting mad at Aladdin because he's pretending like he can't get him out of the cave. I don't know why. It's just like, oh, excuse me? I didn't know. You didn't say nothing. Alright. Alright, Took.
Alright. So he gets his javelin and puts replaces the replaces the well, keep it. Yeah, replaces the holy water that was in the javelin into the alchemist fire.
Yep.
And sits down like how Coffee instructed him before, and starts praying.
Jax, we gotta be respectful. Let's be quiet.
Mooney will actually sit still with Jax. For probably the first time ever.
Alright. Glory. I have most of my companions gathered today as witnesses for this prayer, for this confession. And confession not only to you, but for them as well. I have been incompetent, weak, and unworthy for most of my life. I have made countless mistakes in my life. From when I was young, at the cusp of learning alchemy, confusing acid for potions, I had almost permanently mutilated an injured tribesman by accident, to an adolescent age trained to be a warrior, and yet remaining just as weak as the young recently blooded orcs throughout my life, to an age that normally comes with wisdom. I had collected vast amounts of information about demons, though most were theoretical. I had committed the biggest mistake, a crime that would stain the name of my tribe, born of the utmost ignorance and desperation. I had led a demonic incursion to occur that attacked the lonely inn and kept it to myself until now. I had only wanted to help, to be useful, be worthy throughout my entire life. I have realized the desperation that gripped me for so long, a great fog, a darkness clouding my mind. Out of desperation, I had accepted your light when I would have normally denied it. Out of desperation, I had strayed from the mission for wanting to accomplish something with my own decision. No longer will I let this darkness control me. No longer will I run from the consequences of my actions. Come what may, I am a proud orc, Took of the Norn tribe, someone that chooses to be a demon hunter. If it is not too late, if you would still have me, and although I know almost nothing about you, I choose to follow you. And to supplant the foundation of our relationship, I would like to ask, what are you? Who are you? And who do you choose to be?
Inspiration. Yes. Well done.
Thank you.
One moment. I need to think about my response.
Baldrin puts his hand on Took's shoulder and gives it a firm grip, and it says, "That was well spoken. Even
His
you
mouth
can
is just
find
hanging
redemption."
Wait, what do you mean you caused an incursion at the Lonely Inn? I thought that was the Blood Mage.
It's all coming out.
So, wait, is this?
Me, Barry.
Are we waiting for a response, or is there time?
Give me a second.
Look, we don't hear the god's response anyway. It's in your head.
Hey,
then I
who
mean-
knows? Glory might say, be big voice.
Then I guess like Took would wait for Glory's response.
Yeah.
People are hitting me over the head with this crazy shit.
I'll teach you to take a week off. Give people a lot of time to think.
Hey, good on you.
Plot. Scheme.
Okay. Roll me a d20 plus 5.
Okay. I'm going to. Actually, yeah, I think this is perfect. I'm gonna use Took's Eureka for the 18. Because this is like all him.
Mhm.
So that would be like what?
23.
23?
23. Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. It's that. Okay. And where are you doing this prayer again?
In the barracks.
In our private barracks here.
In our fancy room.
That is unfortunate.
Interesting.
It wasn't under the sun. I knew it.
As Took finishes reciting his prayer, his words echo through the barracks and through the residual presence of Cup. Cup's eyes will open. Flashes of blue and white and gold begin to burn through Cup. Cup's form begins to shift from that of a bird into an apparition. And there, in the form of what appears to be a normal-sized man, you will see this creature appear before you.
Wow.
Oh.
The apparition, a mere fractal reflection of that of whom you call out towards. And in its response, the voice speaks. And although the sound that it makes is not really spoken, but rather felt through soul and bone and flesh, shaking you to your core. The entity speaks, not with malice, but with gravitas. A benevolent seriousness, like the edge of a paladin's sword, that its meaning may not be misunderstood. You asked me what I am. I am glory. I am bearer of light, guardian of the white pantheon, and of innocence throughout the realms. You asked whom I am. I am the blade of justice, the shield of the innocent, the light of purity, the vigilant. I am he that stands behind all those that would seek the Palladic orders, peace, courage to fear, and to those that stand in judgment over those that have committed wrongs. And you choose to ask me, whom do I choose to be? I am what is needed, what is required. I am glory. If you wish to remain within my service, Took of the Norrin tribe, then you must prove yourself to be competent, not to what it is that you believe has value. You lack the capacity to view yourself through heaven's eyes, so allow me to unveil it. The mistakes that you have made, the burden of guilt you have placed upon yourself, is a wound self-inflicted. You have acted as a creature of vengeance for far too long. Your hatred of demon kind has spurred each action that you have made. Hatred taints one's soul. Vengeance claims the body and the mind. With such gifts of alchemy, and indeed those given to you by myself, you would seek to banish the evils of this world. It is not shameful to wish to do so, but there is more to it than that. Hate grips your heart. Hate drives you. It is time, Took of the Norrin tribe, to let go of hate. No longer will your prejudice guide your hand. Let instead your commitment to the light replace your convictions. Trust in your comrades. Trust in the light. You have not dishonored yourself by seeking a path of peace. But a good soldier is where they are expected to be. And make no mistake, Took of the Norrin tribe, we are at war with evil. My manifestations are limited and my soldiers too few to aid in what is to come. There are many threats that yet still you are to face. And so you must learn to face them with a hateless heart. You are pledged to my service, and to my service you shall be. Rest in the Dwergar's care. Their strength and adherence to the law will make a place of shelter. For the time is coming in which safety will be a false concept. Darkness is coming, Took of the Norn tribe. If you wish to stand the light of purity, then you must do so with a hateless heart. And with that, Took, Cup will revert to his normal form and fall sleeping into your hands. Glory has spoken. When your rest is complete, shall send word.
Nice. Took is shaken. 40 years he's held hatred. And to simply let go is very, very hard to do. But he holds heavy consideration and will rest upon it.
Hey, everybody saw that, right? I'm not the only one who saw that. Why isn't anyone else freaking out? That was a god, right?
It was,
It was a light man.
That was glory.
Yes, a facet.
Glory is an ally for what is to come. It'd be wise to heed his words.
Why are you guys not freaking out? I never seen a god show up before. That was... Whoa, what's that supposed to bow?
No.
I mean, we've seen
You did
weirder
exactly
stuff than
what
that
you were
show up.
supposed to do. Remain silent and let Took hear his words.
I think I drooled on myself.
That's perfectly fine.
Arcadum, did all of us hear what he said, or was that only to Took?
Everybody heard that.
Okay.
He was doing some god speech.
That was a hot. I feel really inspired right now.
Mm.
Also, you summoned demons, Took?
Yeah, what was that about?
The fuck?
Yes.
I believe the word you're looking for is hypocrite.
Well, go on, tell us a story.
Yes.
We came
There
this
was
far
Are
together.
those things that live in the water?
there was a mission that we took when we were at the Veilheart or Vanguard or whatnot, and
Uh-huh.
we
Come on.
faced against a blood mage who had a demon portal. We successfully defeated this mage and destroyed the portal, but the portal left a couple of fingers of the demon that was trying to come through.
It did?
Yes. So I hurriedly took the demon fingers. So, it's
What?
a dangerous thing to just leave it for someone else to.
Wait, you chopped off some
find.
demon's fingers?
Well, the portal closed on
Cut
him, right?
them.
So when
Oh.
it closed, it sort of like cut off its fingers.
Mooney gets grossed out and closes her hands into fists, protecting her fingers.
And so we came back to the inn, and I spoke with the innkeeper Elrond. He told me to go out and bury it, and so that's what I did. And we couldn't let anyone else find out that there were demonic presence here, so I went out a couple miles out, and I accidentally, okay, before that, I thought before I buried it that maybe it should, be completely destroyed. Unfortunately, at the time, I didn't quite understand. Well, I decided to make a campfire and throw these demon fingers in it to make sure they're ash and completely destroyed. But unfortunately,
That makes sense.
Oh,
Yeah.
Took, every orc nor there's talk. No, you don't burn. Oh my. Ooh. All right, keep going, keep going.
yes,
Wait,
the fire became not an ordinary fire. And the fingers gradually was regenerating, healing. So in order to stop that, to remove the fingers from the fire, I decided to use a weapon in order to take it out. But I used a quarterstaff, which unfortunately, since it was made of wood, and the fire was an ordinary fire, it caught on fire.
At
And
this
so
point, Mooney slaps her forehead with her hand, like,
What?
You don't
yes.
say.
So I threw away the quarterstaff that was on fire before it burnt me. And it sort of started spreading the fire where it landed.
Why didn't you cover it with dirt?
I
Peel
didn't
it.
know it was.
Or I don't know,
We're-
piss on it.
Yeah. See, we've got the
That's
same
true.
idea.
Or
I didn't think
brisket.
about that.
Wow.
So in order to try and further in order to try and stomp the flames out, I first took out my cloak and cover it and just stomp it. But unfortunately, I didn't realize that wool catches on fire immediately,
Uh-huh.
and so it caught on fire, and I threw it away, which the area where it landed caught on fire, and I didn't know what to do. So I just simply walked away.
Wait, so you just
What?
left it?
Yes, I left it and came back to the inn, had an ale.
You didn't even tell Elrond?
No, we didn't spoke. He nodded at me when I got the ale,
Why?
and I I am supposed to be, or at least it would bring shame to my tribe, and I'm supposed to be the demon hunter.
Took.
Mooney's looking incredulous.
You're
Put
an
my hand on your
Ashkin.
shoulder.
You're supposed to know what to do with demon stuff and fires, and I mean that's like your specialty.
Unfortunately, since
Were you an orphan? Did your
No.
parents teach you right?
no, although I wasn't strong enough to be with the advanced parties that goes out to defeat demons, to go further in to defeat stronger demons, because I wasn't strong enough, and I never was.
You seem plenty strong to me.
Now,
happened?
perhaps.
Where
What
were
do
we
you
all
mean?
at? Why didn't you just tell us this happened?
I
Why,
just-
when you knew that things were spiraling out of control, you didn't ask for help? People died because of that.
Yes, I was.
Yeah, Elrond told me all about it when I was looking for a mercenary group. He had to move his whole thing and everything. He burned his whole place down, Duke.
Yes, that is.
Well, to be
A
fair,
guilt
he
that I
had to
had to
move because the
bear.
churchies showed up whenever, all that stuff happened.
Yeah.
It is
Well-
all right to ask for help. You need not shoulder all your burdens alone. That is why we are here to help each other.
Well, he's been asking for help since then, so I think he learned his lesson.
I understand. I only hope that he reflects on it.
He
Yes.
asked all of us to be here, didn't he?
Not
Mooney will chew on her tongue a little bit, pretty obnoxiously.
Well, Took, I think you're one of the smartest and dumbest orcs I ever met.
He's
I'm
gifted.
glad you're here.
Yes.
I'm glad you have the courage to speak the truth.
Nods.
I'm still kind of freaking out that, what did you call it? A fraction of a god was here in this room, but, I don't even know if I could ever say a sentence I disagree with him. That sounds crazy. Anyway. I agree that you gotta figure out how to fight without guilt. I actually
Yeah.
kind of think it relates to what, that moon elf was talking about. You can't have one emotion overrule you.
I agree.
Yeah.
You need I'm sorry. You need a balanced mind, free of guilt, but filled only with conviction for what is to be done. Do not let your past prevent you from acting in the way that is needed for the future. Everyone can change and work for a world that is better than it is now.
Yes. There's much to reflect on. But we must rest for tomorrow.
Well, we
I-
said our piece. What about those two? Go on, Holden. I bet you got something to say, and you two coffee. I mean, y'alls were there, wouldn't you? I wasn't.
Be right back, bathroom.
I mean, I'm just wondering why he didn't, where we were, why he didn't ask for help. I was gonna say, me and Rhea might have been busy in the forge or something, I don't know, but...
I was struggling with great shame. I couldn't ask it. The words couldn't. I couldn't.
And you had the nerve to call me one.
Well, at the time, I didn't really know what you. People
Then
don't normally fly,
ask.
Coffee.
You have a wonderful inquisitive mind. You are perfectly capable of asking questions.
Asking questions doesn't always lead to truth, Coffee.
Why would
And
I
demons.
need to lie to you?
What?
Why would I need to lie to you?
If you were a demon, you would. That's the point.
Duke, you blatantly accused me of being a demon.
Well, yes.
Yeah,
And
you said all us
see
orcs were
anything
demons
wrong
too.
with that?
What?
I thought he said all orcs were elves.
Doesn't make
Well-
quite a bit of sense, does it?
Well, I mean, elves are. We our ancestors
How come you
were
think
elves.
everybody's demons, Duke?
Well, I mean, they could be everywhere.
Moody squints. Maybe that's what Glory's talking about.
Oh,
Justice is different than vengeance.
yeah.
Justice usually follows through evidence, laws, and justifications. Hence the name.
Yeah, that does make sense. Something I have to reflect to.
Mm-hmm.
You
Well,
want
for
to
what it's
save people,
worth.
don't you?
I'm not in a position to judge you for what you did. But next time, when it comes to things like that, it's just better to come out with the truth.
Hi.
We can't do anything about what has what's already been done, but keep that in mind for the future.
Yes.
And if you don't understand something, inquire about it. We're supposed to be helping each other. Aren't we?
Yes.
I mean,
That
to
is
be
true.
fair, in some circumstances you think you know things, but you don't always know things.
That
I
is
can give
also
my 2
true.
cents.
Oh, cool, you're back. Boy, you missed a lot.
Oh, what I miss?
Oh, I bet it
Light
was better
man
than
showed
whatever
up.
you saw in the, what'd you say, observatory?
Oh, that was closed. I just went down to the cafeteria and got a drink. I was thirsty.
Moody smacks her mouth.
I'll leave it up to Took if he wants to share again.
Oh, I am tired, but yeah, I can say what I said. It's in the past when your father Zul was one of our companion. There was um an attack, a small demon incursion that happened and attacked the Lonely Inn, which we fought off.
Uh-huh.
I unfortunately accidentally caused well, I guess I don't know if I should say accidentally. I have caused a small the demon incursion to occur at that time.
Inadvertently.
Yes.
I don't know what that means.
Uh, he did it, but did not intend for that to happen.
Exactly.
Oh, so accidentally.
Tell him the part about the god, Duke. That was the most impressive part to me.
Oh yes. Glory appeared before us.
Oh,
Yes, it
and
was.
and what did he look like?
A guy.
He looked like a god.
So, just a person showed up.
Yeah, like a
How do you
guy
know
made
that
of
that was-
light.
Okay.
It's a shame you weren't here to see it, Cole. It would have been. That's the type of thing that's
Also, he
life-changing.
came out of cup, if that helps.
Yes, it seemed that Cup is exhausted.
You
Glory's,
still haven't fed him yet.
maybe.
Alright, so while I was gone, you summoned your god Glory, and then confessed that you inadvertently summoned demons at the Lonely Inn that probably killed a lot of people.
that
Wasn't
was a
that
part of
many
it. Yes.
people.
Uh-huh.
Say, how come you didn't want to honor his request to stay and listen, Cole?
He said confession. I didn't think it didn't really pertain to me, since I'm kind of new.
Hey, look, you stood side by side with us multiple times now, putting your life on the line. It pertains to you. You're part of us.
Well,
And
it
to be fair,
pertains to my
Aldrin
dad.
wasn't around during that, and he remained, offered support. We could do the
Yeah, but
same
they
thing,
served the
sure.
same god, or at least did Glory, whatever his name was. Right. Well, if you want me to absolve you for my father, I guess I can do that.
Well, I believe that's up to your father, but
I'm sure he won't mind. Just pardon me here, Minnie. All right. Hold
bet
still,
he's
and
gonna
he'll
say, "I told
headbutt
you
you
so."
in the head.
Ow.
There, you've been absolved.
Quick, hit your apotheosis and let your grandfather hand it.
Duke, you need not seek the apology of anyone but yourself. You must forgive yourself so that you may move on in your service to Glory.
I don't know. I think he's got a couple apologies to dish out, but Bulgum does pose a point.
You
Yeah.
must absolve yourself of your hate. Your hate of
well,
yourself.
I will
gotta
definitely
ask,
work
though,
on
how
it.
did you summon the demon?
Oh, it's through
It was some
True.
basic Orc 101. It's actually one of the dumbest things I ever heard Turk do.
yes, it was
Turk? Who's
Yeah,
Turk?
yeah, Turk, yes.
Turk.
Mooney says around a leg of ham.
Uh-huh. So, all right. So, sheer act of stupidity. What was it?
Oh, unfortunately, I thought in order to to destroy this demon fingers that I had gotten, I would turn it to ashes. I threw it in the campfire that I've made. Unfortunately, the fire became an unordinary fire, a demonic fire.
Yeah, it became hellfire because you threw
Yes.
demon stuff into a normal fire and not a radiant fire.
Yeah, pretty dumb,
supposed
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
Who's
that
laughing
was-
good-naturedly?
That was pretty dumb.
Hey, little Flake, don't ever do that. What? How old were you when you were taught that? Like 4?
We were taught not to eat yellow snow.
Oh, so good. Don't do that.
Wait, isn't that the lemon flavored one?
No.
No, that's the piss flavored one.
Ew.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
I'm
it's like-
feeling strained. I'd like to go and rest.
Man, that was a great story. Nice story, too. Thanks for sharing it.
Yes. Thank you for
Yeah,
listening.
Don't set fire to demon stuff again.
Yeah, of course.
Well,
Rest well.
as long as you learn, and he'll punch you in the shoulder.
Of course. It's important to learn, especially from one's mistakes.
I agree.
Wow.
For there is wisdom there.
Say, where'd you get that ale? I'm thirsty.
It was in the cafeteria where
Oh.
we've been eating.
Oh.
Looks at coffee.
I'll eat what she gives me. There's a cafeteria coffee. You hear that?
There's a what?
You want to go check it out?
She looks up from the scroll. What?
A tavern, a place where you get food and drink.
Oh.
I need a drink after that experience. You want to come with me?
I suppose I could put my reading on hold for just a little longer.
All right, good. Y'all invited if you want to come.
She'll throw the bone to Jax that she was gnawing on.
Nom, 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 nom.
Man. Took some of some divas. That's crazy.
Wait,
She'll
hold on,
waddle off
Moody.
with coffee.
Oh. Yes.
We don't have to walk.
Oh.
We can
Wait.
walk through the shadows.
Oh.
Aren't we supposed to be escorted by one of them or Boldrum?
Oh, I
Oh, wait,
feel like doing some
and
trouble. Let's do some
Grab
trouble.
both your shoulders, and then he'll teleport all three of us to the
Oh.
just going down the hallway, constantly teleporting.
Just abandons Jax.
He'd follow us, probably slithering around on his belly like a weirdo.
Yep. Time to do dog slithers. Okay, so you
How
guys want to
does
go
that
to the
show?
markets or something?
Yes, they want to go shopping, Arcadum.
I don't
Cue the
actually have
music.
anything. I don't actually have anything to shop for,
Oh.
so you
Okay.
can skip that. This is
Okay.
just Mooney being Mooney.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, I want to go shopping. All right, and so they return after a quick foray about 2 hours into the market, in which Jax has inexplicably acquired 4 hot dogs.
Why do all of my companions eat hot dogs, Arcadum?
Hey, buddy, you got a hot dog?
Because they're in the shape of very long toes.
Ew! Why did you have to make that comparison? Oh,
No, it's ruined.
I don't think I could ever have a hot dog again.
Wow, Caped.
Good.
Well, you cut them in half, and then you cut the little tidbits so you can microwave it, and it has a little octopus toes.
Glizzies.
Oh God. I wasn't
Or
even
you
eating
could
my
just
dinner.
cut the end a little bit and then put
Stop it!
a piece of
Stop.
onion so it looks like the toenail.
Ew!
Mhm.
No. I'm trying to make cute little squid hot dogs, and you're making her upset.
Wow, I love toe-based food.
We're
Anyway.
back talking about septic tanks, essentially.
Ugh.
Okay, essentially. Yeah.
How horrific. I require level 10 to get over this.
All right. Anyway,
Oh my god, you're so adorable.
as the
I'm
party
gonna go back
returns,
to reading my damn scroll.
as the party returns, and everybody gets tucked in for a ordered bout of rest and relaxation. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is at this point that through the night, let me put everybody in their bunks.
I call top bunk.
Put me next to coffee. I require to sleep with coffee and the dog.
Oh my god, that's so funny. He just phased into view. Attached to his face.
I'm a bat.
Yes, my child, one day we will be a bat. And always but flap.
Bunk buds. Do-do-do-do.
Yeah! With a big fuzzy heater. Mhm.
She gets to be adorable and snore, and I get to have my late night scroll and sleep.
What are you doing? Oh, just scrolling late at night.
Yeah, just scrolling.
Doom
yeah,
scrolling.
Reading this.
Get
Yes.
it? Get it? Scrolling because phone.
That was such a reach, Arcadum.
That was hilarious.
The same thing.
I thought
Did you notice
Yeah.
how no one laughed?
I did.
But I thought it was.
I didn't
funny.
even hear you laugh.
I did. I did a little.
Hmm.
It didn't help
Sounds like
that I
you're trying to
immediately
take
went to
shit.
scroll.
Well, here's the thing, right? Even if it wasn't funny, I still tried. So good job, me.
Yeah.
Yes. Don't let the naysayers put you down.
Turn
All
that
right.
smile into a smile.
What?
All right. But in all seriousness, as you go to bed at a critical junction, it seems that your efforts have resulted in not only the Eldar and the dwarves, the Dark Dwarves, being able to reconcile their differences long enough to enter a temporary alliance, but so too has Glory, moved by Took's prayer, decided to lend you his strength as well. What is to come next will test Corvanus, and it will need those who are ready to lead the fight against Agamemnon. As you sleep this night, many of you may have trouble doing so. Your dreams are filled with a tense longing, whispers of what is to come. But when you're done with the morning horn, your minds are sharper, your bodies are strong. Grant you level 10.
Good job,
Holy
guys.
shit.
Bro, I was just
Glory
joking.
did that.
That was quick.
No, his glory did that.
Good job.
Yeah.
More seriously, good job, you guys. That was some awesome. You, Gaz, and Taz in particular.
Yes.
That was some
Gaz
awesome
and
RPs.
Taz,
Very-
the boys.
Gaz and Taz.
Yeah.
You guys fucking knocked it out of the park.
All
Hell
right.
yeah.
So, once we finish going through all these, I have a special scene for these two.
Very cool.
Hold my hand, boy. Hold it.
Yeah, what's up, guys? Or excuse me, Boulder. You called.
Shut up.
Anybody hear that static?
There you go.
All
Yeah.
I hear is
Weird.
just a sad man trying to be funny. In fact, there's two of them.
I hear it too. I don't know where it's from.
Yeah, where's the static?
I'm sorry,
coming
that was harsh. That was too harsh. I'm sorry. I take it back.
Where is that static coming from? Is anybody else here?
from? No, I don't. There's not an active green light or anything. I just hear it.
I
Is
hear
that-
it as well.
Aw.
Is that
Oh,
coming from
not that
me?
you mentioned. I just heard it. Yeah.
The SCPs again. God damn it.
Can everyone mute?
Oh, shit's up. Yeah, one sec.
No, it's none of you. Is it me?
Probably Foundry.
No, it's not you
That's
either.
weird.
But
Just
Yeah,
like in
we
your
found
headphones,
it.
or
Clip.
oh, it's gone.
Oh, it's gone. Yeah.
Weird.
It was on my headset, which means it was Discord.
The fucking ghost in here.
How very not cool.
They need to step off, man.
It's someone else who wanted level 10.
I know.
Oh wait, does Little Flake also get level 10?
No.
Oh, snap.
Ah!
Okay.
I'm fucking stoked, you guys. Maxed out Ravager.
I'm
Let's
getting a
go.
promotion.
I just want to devour the scroll. Man.
Oh boy, you know what time it is.
Penis time. Oh god, are you gonna play that shit music?
Yes,
No,
please do it.
No, I'm not.
Edition.
10 hours of instrumental metal. Much better.
Oh, how about I
Yeah.
do this? How about I do this? Hold on. I have something. I'll play this. I like this.
Oh. Okay, let me turn my sound back on.
I like this one.
Da, 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 da.
I don't know why, but this song reminds me of Holes.
You know, brother, when all this is done and said, would you like to work in the mines with me?
You know what? Sounds like a pretty good deal.
Aye, for gold times.
I could probably use more time back in the hole.
Aren't y'all crafters, not miners?
I can't craft anything anymore. I can stab stuff real good though.
Good
All right.
craftsmen must always be able to source their own wares. Cool.
What have I been holding this whole time since you've met me?
That sounded very dwarfy.
Took,
Yeah.
I have wonderful news.
Oh.
Time has finally come. Roll
Level
for me.
10.
1d10, minimum 6.
The last time we're ever leveling up in Corvallis, you guys.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thumbs up.
Oh, damn, that's nice.
Good roll.
Very good roll.
All right, this level you get. The dead must rest. Would you like to explain to the good people what that does?
Yeah. Where is it? Here it is. The dead must rest. You can affect creatures with the undead subtype with any effect they would normally be immune to. You become immune to disease, magical or otherwise, poison, the stun condition. If you possess the Hunter's Instinct class feature, it now does force damage instead of physical damage.
Oh, yeah.
And I also have
Equipment expertise.
equipment expertise. Yeah.
Also,
Which
at level 10, you gain the level 10 bonuses for your rolls.
you
Which
mean
rolls
like
are
the
you?
mundane?
Which rolls are you?
Oh wait, you mean level 10? Level 10
Yes, you're level
Oh.
10. Level 10.
for the rolls?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does he not understand what I'm saying?
Like Wanderer.
Well, he's the weird
Marshal.
thing because he's like the paladin practitioner thing, which so he probably doesn't know how his stuff scales. Like, is he martial magic or is he mundane? Or all
Let's
three?
see.
Well, he's all three, but does he have any of them that scales off of each other? Any of them that meet in the middle?
What do you mean mid in the middle?
Martial
think he-
magic and mundane progression is all he gets. So I, don't
I think
he
he's
has
getting.
bullets.
Yeah, I think he's getting an equipment expertise instead of ingenuity.
Okay.
Wait, what? What do you
Oh,
mean?
yeah. That's right. Because it's a special exception.
Because you're getting roll progression in a roll that you don't have at base.
I see.
Yep.
All right, so you're getting 5 martial, 5 magic, 5 mundane.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
That's the trade. Still.
Orc.
Bork.
Alright, looks good to me. Level 10, boom, 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 boom.
The Chihuahua army.
The Chihuahua.
I hear them.
Chihuahua.
The dogs of
Summon
hell.
me.
Well done, Took. Cool. 1d8, minimum 5, please.
5 it is.
Alright, this level you get Shadow's Scorn. Would you like to explain to the good people what that does?
I would love to. Shadow Scorn. If you are invisible and an enemy would miss you, they take 10 damage of the type you chose for Elemental Shade, so in my case, fire damage. And I may now Shadow Jaunt as a bonus action.
Well,
I also unlock the Mana Within, increasing my exposure to 15. Or exposure max to 15.
Well done. Make sure you're... Yep. Your HP is 69.
Nice.
Nice.
Perfect. All according to Keikaku.
Holden,
Yes.
1d10, minimum 6.
Oh.
Alright. This level you gain Legend and Myth. Would you like to explain to the good people what that does?
Yes. At the start of each round of combat, I gain a point of temporary glory. If I have the Way of the Warrior class feature, I gain a point of temporary legend instead. So now I generate legend every round of combat. And also, for my martial roll progression, I get improved extra attack. Now I can swing 3 times per turn.
hello.
Baldrum,
A 10.
finish strong.
Yes, for Astaroth. So, for level 10 Deep Thane Adherent, I become a Thane Lord. I have proven myself worthy of my people. I gain an estate and the title of Thane. This bears many story and political advantages. In addition, I am able to add an ally slot to the party, which has an increased CR cap by an amount equal to my proficiency. It must be a humanoid. Does that mean we can have a CR of 14 max or 12?
Oh, let's bring the Eldar.
Max of 12.
Okay.
They
Is
can be
either
higher
the
level.
Eldar or the Deep Thane valid? Or I should just be patient?
You want to hire the Deep Thane to party with us?
I mean,
Okay.
it depends on
Maybe.
the story, but no. They can't be like hard recruited like that. Only story things
Oh.
can make them go do.
Gotcha.
I like.
I
the
also
Eldar.
get improved extra attack, just like Holden.
Alright, Coffee. 1d8, min 5.
Copy that. Sad as always. There we are.
Alright, in this level you get Font of Grace. Would you like to explain to the good people what that does?
Yes, Font of Grace. During your hymn, whenever an ally would be healed by you, they gain temporary hit points equivalent to your exposure. These hit points do not stack with other sources.
And you also gain, I'm pretty sure,
The mana within.
the Mana Within, which is your 10th level magic, which increases your exposure to 15. Let me make sure your HP is right. It is not.
Thank you. I was trying to update it for the
Oh.
second.
Bam.
Uh,
There you go.
Yep, thank you.
Your Baldrum's good. Moon of the Moon Orc.
1d12 min 7?
That's right.
7.
One step at a time. Alrighty, and this level you gain the Revelry of War. Like to explain to good people what that does.
Yeah, I pulled it up when they were leveling up. I was not prepared for this. Whenever you would make an attack with a triggered action, you instead make 2 attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Which will combo with all the, is it pike? Is that the name of it?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
With as in my head, it's a harpoon, which will combo with all the pike expertise that I have. So Mooney is an absolute menace to any group of monsters.
Let them come. I will kill them. And you also gain improved extra attack.
Mm-hmm.
Like Holden and Bolden. Alright. There's more to choose. Whom here has received the magic within? I believe that's cool. And coffee. I have 2 additional choices, or an additional choice for the both of you. Normally I wait until it actually happens in combat, but it was brought up that some people would want to have art made for these special moments and special forms. So I have elected to reveal the ley line forms ahead of time and have you choose them so that you can have art made for when you transform for the first time.
Dope.
She doesn't have greater dual class.
Oh, she doesn't? Oh, okay, never mind. Do you have greater cool?
I do.
Okay, let me give you yours then.
The Black Hand empowers me.
Alright, if you would like to look in your notes, you get to choose your greater leyline forms from Eldritch Apotheosis. And they are these. Starcaller form, Night Howl form, and Faded Warrior form. The Starcaller form allows magic missiles are summoned from the heavens at the start of each of your turns, targeting all enemies as if cast at your highest spell level. Night Howl form. A fear aura emanates up to 30 feet from you. This fear is absolute and has a DC of 10 plus character level. And then finally, Faded Warrior form. You wield weapons created from shadows of your choice. These weapons deal 3d6 force/psychic damage, and they ignore AR and SR from non-magical armaments.
Tough choices. I think I am going to go with the Star Caller form.
So be it. Alright. That's done. Time for the next bit. All right, all the boys are asleep.
Onk you.
while Mooney snores loudly above Coffee's bed. Eventually, after reading more into her scroll, Coffee will slip into a deep and restful sleep. However, during the course of this slumber, something occurs. Mooney and Coffee will suddenly feel a presence, one that causes them to awaken. Their eyes dart open. They will feel a presence in the room. They will hear the soft voice of the Eldar call out to them.
What's that?
I'm gonna wake up with a hand axe in her hand.
And you
Who
will hear,
dat?
and you will hear the following. There is something we should discuss. I apologize to communicate so late, but I believe it is a private matter, one that should be without interference.
Oh,
Mooney will put her axe back under her pillow. She'll nudge Coffee.
come on, let's go.
Suspicious of this.
I trust him. He's a moon elf. I feel kinship with him.
Is he physically there, Arcadum, or is he just in our heads?
If he was there, he is no longer.
Okay. Mooney will waddle towards the door and then wait on the other side for Coffee.
She will be as quiet as she can. Move over. I don't think Jax will appreciate waking up by himself.
When he sees pieces of the bone she gave him sticking out, she'll take
Ruff.
them out,
Ruff, ruff.
try to smash them together, and then give them back to him.
Ruff, ruff, hiss. Ruff, hiss.
Shh. They're trying to sleep.
You see a moon worker around here? Excuse me, I'm moon elf around here.
No, I do not.
Ruff. Jax will bark and will point.
Alright, let's go that way.
Keep a cautious eye out.
Mooney's excited. She likes clandestine meetings.
Yeah,
I feel
specifically
like
that.
secret meeting coffee.
Specifically, she likes clandestine meetings.
Man.
Clandestine is a word that means high, but in secret.
I like doing secret stuff.
Gotta
We ain't
whisper.
spying, but we're being spies. I like it.
I
It's
like,
sneaky.
I like looking.
This is me not surprised. Oh, goodness.
What do you think he's going to talk to us about? I think he's going to talk to us about the moon. I'm excited because we're both blue, and he's blue too.
Yeah, that's.
I think we're going to talk about being blue.
I don't know.
I'm
afraid
blue,
that
abba-dee
Jedi
dabba die.
seems a little intellectually
goodness.
driven for something. So
Hey, do I look nice? He always looks nice. I want to look nice. He also looks at me like I'm an insect, but I think I'm a cute insect.
I
There's a lot of stuff thrown her way. Once.
don't feel like you're an insect, but here, for me, just there.
Mooney at 3 a.m.
Fix your bed dread a little bit.
I mean,
there you are.
no girl looks her best at 3 a.m. It's a lot of work, fellas. Chip
Yeah.
together.
Got my hair wrapped up and everything. My goodness.
You always look great, Kavi.
I don't want to believe you, but all right, hon. Let's get moving. Where the heck
Now,
is
where
that?
would let me think. Where would someone who likes the moon would go, but who's also, oh,
He will stare at you from the position on the bridge. He's in.
Mooney closes her mouth on the second part of what she was about to say.
Ruff, ruff.
And she'll waddle over.
Jax will.
Well, hello.
Here, come on.
Alright, as you approach, the Eldar will give a bow,
Oh,
and he will say, I apologize for the secrecy of our meeting. I did not wish to cause undue alarm. I have studied your position for some time, and I have taken notice of the connection that you have towards this creature. He will gesture towards Jax.
oh yeah, this Jax. He been with me since he was a pup.
I have also detected that he is in possession of a rare condition indeed. Conjoining of twin souls.
Oh,
Mooney will look a little bashful.
yeah, that happened.
I will admit that my upbringing has left me haughty to the simple but appreciated efforts of those like you. It is rare for one such as I to be in a position in which to help those of lesser creatures. I believe that full repayment has not been made out of my rescue. Therefore, my proposal is this. Your shared companion has within it 2 souls, which over time will cause the body to contort. Eventually, the 2 souls shall become one and a new creature. If you do not wish to keep that from happening, then by all means, please, return to sleep. But if you would like, my power of transference, in the way of my people, could see that which was lost restored. If you prefer.
Mooney will look towards Coffee.
Let me tell you about what happened, because there's a lot of feeling behind it, right? So Jax, in his current form, well, he's been my direwolf companion for, well, as I said, since he was a pup. Coffee, she had a similar companion that was a hydra, right? Coffee, that's the right word.
Yes.
And well, that hydra got eaten by that thing that Boldrin was talking about, that big old engine construct thing, forge. And we couldn't save his physical body, and well, Jax died when we were fighting it. And we had a wizard helping us at the time, and it was a moment of desperation, and he was able to put the Hydra soul, his name is Medimal, into Jax's body and brought them both back. And I must admit, Jax at first was beyond, his eyes weren't always like that. I thought they're pretty anyway, but he's been getting more, I don't think confused is the right word, just more Hydra-like as time's passed, and I don't think he's in pain or nothing, but I think if you could do something to help him be at peace, that'd be real nice. That's what I think. What do you think, Coffee?
The merger happened so Jax could live. I would not allow Jax to die. And if that transference warrants his death, I must respectfully decline your offer.
You are kind, but you needn't
It's your
fear.
fault.
The transference process uses my life energy to restore that which was lost. And fear not of my sacrifice, for I am Eldar, and I am blessed with more than most.
Mooney looks. She can't really comprehend that.
That's, no, as an orc, we only really get 40 years, so to hear that, I understand you got more than both. That's just maybe one of the most generous things compared to what Coffee did for Jax I ever heard. Thank you doesn't cover it.
No thanks is necessary. In fact, it is thanks that I wish to give through this act. The gratitude is mine to give to you. Besides, I am not blind to a mother's pain and her sorrow, as well hidden as it may be.
Crystallized almost, as is his decree.
Could you maybe explain to us what'll happen?
Indeed. I will not bore you with the specifics. I will simply infer what will occur. I shall place your dear animal into sleep. I shall go into the dream concocted by his sleep, and I shall transfer my own dream into his. Once melded, I will use the power of the night and of my lord Falael to shift through the pieces that are of this Many-Maw and those that are of Jax. My work is done, remove myself. And then I shall take the dream of Many-Maw, his will, and give him a body by sacrificing my own.
Wow.
Mooney will actually tear up a little bit, and she'll wipe one of those away when she looks at Coffee.
Coffee, I don't even know what to say. I feel so moved.
I cannot ask for your life. Or your flesh. It doesn't feel right. One of the curses of the long-lived I have found is trying to teach those that are shorter-lived. We so very much want to prevent them from making the same mistakes we have witnessed or even done ourselves. I would hate to rob you of the opportunity to educate others and to share your knowledge. That would be an injustice to your lord and to those eager to learn.
The Eldar will nod. I thank you for your concern. Perhaps a demonstration. And with that, the Eldar will split himself apart.
Oh,
And you will see before him a nigh infinite reflections. What you see before you, he says, speaking much like Many-Maw does. Each reflection is a year of my life, yet to be lived. You will see the reflecting array of the lifespan of an Eldar, beyond counting. You will see all of the images come flowing back into him. And he will say, my kind live beyond the perceptions of most mortals. And yes, the wisdom of the Eldar is intended to be used and spread for the purpose of good. Therefore, this act that I offer pertains to such use. The years of the natural lifespan of a hydra is less than an eye blink. It is not selfish to want your child back. It can be done so, and without guilt, and without pain. I offer my saviors this gift. But if you truly believe it is not right, then you need not take it.
I would fear him. And they would threaten to tear him to pieces.
Perhaps. But it is also not guaranteed, is it?
And we can always find ways. I mean, you found ways to hide Uncle Uranus for how long? Long time?
He was a guardian of an estate. It wasn't like he was well hidden, Mooney. I taught him to be a guardian. To defend and to keep those people safe.
How about we ask him? You know, see what they want to do.
I do believe that is fair.
Such a
All
thing
right,
is
didn't work.
possible.
Minnie will move close. She's been hanging onto the balcony when she saw like all of his years of life. And she can't help herself. She feels jealous as she sees all of it. She'll just move closer or further away so there's a walkway.
Well, all right, boy.
Mooney searches for what to say. She's kind of at a loss of words at the overwhelming proposal in front of her.
We got an option here for things to maybe go back to what they were. And I just want what's best for you. What makes you happy and healthy, so I think ultimately it's up to you. And, well, I mean both of yous.
She'll say both their names.
Both, Minnie Ma, and I know you've been in there for a while, and Jax, of course.
The Eldar will step forward as Jax kind of tilts his head back and forth. And he will place his hand over Jax's head. And you will see that there are flashes of light. As magically conjured are the images of Menemaw and Jax. And you will see the two of them, souls bound together, dance around each other. You will then see shifting of memories. You will see Menemaw resting under the water, breathing in deep the taste of the pond and breathing out the air from above. You will see Jax running in the moon, howling to the stars. You will see Menemaw speaking with itself as Jax pounces, and fur and scale roll around upon the ground, and the joy that two friends felt. You will see Jax cuddle against Mooney, fur keeping her warm. And you will see Coffee coiled in Menimaw's tendrils, his many faces resting on her. The spirit of Jax will look down towards the spirit of Manymaw, who looks at him, and then looks towards Coffee. Slowly, Manymaw begins to walk towards her and stops and looks back at Jax. It looks down at the tether between them and will start to walk back to Jax. The spirit of Jax will bark, a silent bark. Manymaw will stop. Jax will look towards the Eldar, and then he will bite at the tether and release him. You will see images from Jax begin to flood forward. An animal only able to speak through his memories. You see a need to roll in the grass with his friend, to argue over the meat, to work together to steal from Holden's snack tray. But more so, you feel the love that he holds for Mooney, and his wish that Manymaw's mother might feel the same. The image fades, and the Eldar lifts his hand from Jax's head, who immediately vomits a little bit on the ground, and then eats it.
Yep.
Mooney's openly crying. Oh.
Oh, God, you gotta do it. Let him out. He wants to be with you physically, just like me and Jax.
What is your favorite language? She says, looking towards the Eldar.
Elvish. He answers with no hesitation. And even a little bit of racism, probably. A tiny bit. Not like Dwergar, obviously. He doesn't think that you're, like, inferior. He just thinks it's tragic that you don't speak it.
Then he will learn Elvish. Manymaw is capable of doing various hums and harassments in primordial, Galayan, sand, and common. For you, he will learn Elvish.
The Eldar will smile and nod. Continue, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, you're fine. She probably would have just hesitated, and just been like, "Yes, you wish. Let's do this then."
The Eldar will nod. It would be my honor. Jax will start licking the mysterious elf man's hands. Tasting some food on it, he will begin to lick them crazy fast. The Eldar can't put his hand on Jax's head because he keeps licking his hand.
Oh, Jax, come on, let it out. Let him touch your head again.
And then he will quickly drop his hand as he follows it, and then he'll place it on his hand. And Jax will go, honk shoe. This will take some time.
That's okay, as long as he's okay.
And then he will just walk inside of Jax.
Oh!
Okay, that's a little weird.
Oh my.
See,
I think this is...
freak me out. That freaked me out.
I think this is the weirdest night I've ever had.
You sure we didn't?
And then a voice says up top, "Yeah, me too!" As a dwarf looks down. That was crazy!
That was crazy. this guy. I'm over here scrolling out looking for the Dwang army, like, bro.
Anyway, I'll let you get back to your emotional scene. And he goes back inside.
Mooney feels offended.
Could have at least offered us some ale. Been like, man, how long do you think he's gonna be stuck in there? Maybe we should place bets.
I think I'm just gonna sit here and wait.
Jax will start to do tiny little barks and run in place.
Oh, I like when he does that. It's so cute.
I'm still under the impression that he's trying to acquire a rabbit.
Yeah, he likes
Or
those a
there's-
lot.
Mhm.
And then you'll see Jax suddenly become more snake-like and start hissing.
Oh,
And then he'll start flopping around like a fish.
oh, that's new.
I think that's kind of more reminiscent of when Minima was learning to stabilize himself in the water. Instead of cheating and using his tail.
Ruff, 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 ruff. In his sleep. Ruff, hiss, ruff, hiss, ruff, hiss, ruff, ruff, hiss. Jax will start licking the air. Like just helicopter tonguing right here.
That one's also new.
Yes, I'm not used to the helicopter tongue.
I didn't know his tongue could be that long.
Yeah.
I think it's forked.
Oh boy. Yeah, he's at that stage.
He will draw her knees to her chest.
Jax will start to kind of flop around some more. And then finally, you'll see him lay down and close his eyes properly. Snuzzle himself. Go to sleep.
I wonder if he would have grown scales if they stayed in there together. Oh,
She'll wrap around Mooney.
Mooney will
Welcome back.
stand back up.
You will see that the Eldar reappears from Jax, and a small light that Coffee recognizes from when the engine of woe was defeated is held in the hand of the Eldar. You'll see him raise his other hand, and visages of himself, about 60 or so, begin to trail off of him, shattering like glass, and the energy floating above him slowly sifts around the soul of Menimo, creating a sphere which then elongates into an oval, till finally it fully physically manifests into an. He will look to Coffee, hand it back to her.
I see. This is what
Mooney,
you
Mooney
want.
starts crying again. Ugly crying.
oh, Coffee. I didn't think it was possible.
What were you saying, Coffee?
I see. This is what you meant.
He will nod. A second chance at everything.
Terra was afraid that his thunderous stomps would cause a commotion.
I cannot tell you that he will live without fear or despair, and that you shall not suffer either. The Eldar sight revealed to me his life. It will be strong. There will be joy. Enough, I think. Shoulder, despair. As is the dance that all must.
This
But-
is true.
That, the Eldar will look at each of you, say, and so my debt is paid. I thank you for your time. He will reach down and pat Jax on the head. I must return now.
Do you accept affection?
What
Oh,
kind
please
of,
say I can give you a hug.
what kind of affection?
Well, she would like to hold you, and I wouldn't mind giving you a hug myself.
Well, that's
but
not weird. I
do
just
wish-
want to give you a hug. I don't know about
Oh, very
hold
well,
it,
if you
like-
must.
Oh, Mooney immediately runs into him, slams her tiny frame into him, gives him a hug.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
So she cries a little bit into his fancy robes.
He begins to kind of get rigid as you kind of hold him, and then Coffee comes around, and you join in on this nonsense.
The pincer hug.
Coffee will wait her turn.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to flank hug me.
Oh no, I'm going to be kind and wait my turn.
All right. The Eldar will loudly count down from 3, and then
Oh, that was.
and then we'll put Mooney
Mooney
over
will-
there.
She'll move away after her turn is done.
Wow.
He will then turn to Coffee.
Down here, please.
Okay.
I
He
am
will-
but a humble 5'9". Thank you.
All right. He will slap his knees and descend. All right. He's coming down there.
Okay, good. So she will give him a soft kiss on the cheek and then give him a gentle hug over the shoulder.
He will.
Thank you.
He will tap your back softly. Yes,
She will
very good.
Back away. Let him be awkward.
Very good.
For she is also awkward. Not an awkward.
Well, then I should
Thank you.
probably get back to matters of state. I have quite important things to do.
Yes. Should you ever
Goodbye.
need aid, please ask.
All right,
Goodbye.
he'll run away. Doesn't do well.
Please
with
run
hug.
away.
Oh, look, he
Yeah.
doesn't know how to
Blushing,
talk to
he'll run
women.
away. Mhm.
I don't know why there's 2 of me. Can you help me?
hmm.
There we go. Thank you. Well,
Mooney looks in awe at the egg.
how about that?
Jax will loudly fart and wake himself up. He'll move over there and go back.
Hey,
She'll kneel down, pry open one of his eyes, and look at his eyeball.
You will
How does it
see
look?
the normal dog eye.
well, well, well.
She'll pat him on the nose.
I think he might just be back to being, a dog. Well, I don't know. As a dire wolf.
Say it like.
Spectacles appear on Mooney's face when she says it like that.
Coffee's just kind of looking down at the egg.
Does it need to be warm? Like, what do we do?
I'm not 100% certain.
Mm,
I asked for a friend. And there he was, erupted from the ground, burst from his shell. 6 feet tall and ever so curious and starving.
Yeah.
Whatever will I do?
What do you think about
well, from what I know about eggs is no matter the creature, they like to be toasty, warm. So maybe not that you weren't gonna do it anyway, but keep it close.
She will attempt to see if there's any more random eyeballing dwarves about. It will be a cheek and roll a perception check. 12's a 12. I really don't care at this point. All right, cool. Do I see anyone trying to peep in?
There's no looky-loos this time.
Ah, brilliant. Okay. So, I don't know if Coffee would have went to this wearing armor, so I'm just gonna assume she didn't. From there, she'll just loosen up her ropes and things, and then just more or less tuck the egg in, and then bind it best up with the obi. You kind of keep
Oh,
it snug and
cute.
secure.
It makes you look pregnant. I like it.
Why would you like me pregnant?
'Cause it's cute. Look at you.
Sus. Sus. All right.
Look at you with child. Yeah.
So cute. That way, you can order 2 dinners, and I'll eat both of them.
Can I at least have can I order 3 dinners and give you 2 and I'll eat
Oh,
one?
an even better idea.
Yeah, we could just say they're twins.
I'm real excited, Coffee. I never thought this could happen.
I didn't think it would either. I was afraid when he said that he would bring him back that I would have that huge form all over again.
I'd actually be pretty excited. Have a big old Hydra. You could ride him around. Man, I punch anybody in the face who dare, try to do something. I haven't gotten to punch anybody in a while either, now that I think about it. Hey, can I feel his heartbeat? Is that weird?
You're welcome to try.
Like she would with a pregnant orc, she'd put her hand out and tries to feel the heartbeat of the egg that's under her robe. Is there a heartbeat, Arcadum?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep, he's in there, all right.
Yeah, the heartbeat sounds like.
I think he's actually really happy to be in there. He's having a party in there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me wake up Jazz. We should go back to bed.
Yes.
She'll go over here. Let's see, let me think about how she'd wake him up. She'll open up one of his ears and just blow into it.
Hey, get back here! Get back here!
She'll do a flying tackle on him.
Well, come on.
And so the party returns to bedtime.
Hovering.
You better. Okay, anyway, here we go.
Put us back to bed, please. Tuck us in.
And so, the morning horn sounds.
Wow, not even a bedtime story. Crazy.
What?
You didn't even tell us a bedtime story when you tucked us in.
Honey, move. Honey.
What's happening? Where am I?
Oh, you're all the way down
You're
there.
way at the bottom.
Oh no, I wasn't moved. I've been left alone. Getting up to no good.
I don't have any token.
I have
Neither.
arrived. Oh, I'm so sleepy. Let me sleep in his mouth.
Oh.
With my honk shoe and my wrapped egg. With the pillows and all the curl ball protect thing.
Get
We
up,
will wait.
big stretch.
She'll wake up by putting her face upside down next to Coffee's face.
Hey,
Mhm.
hey,
Mm.
hey, you want to tell the others or should we keep it a secret? I kind of like
There's
having
no-
secrets.
There's no
It'll be
way in
fun.
hell I'm gonna be able to keep this a secret.
I think you should pretend to be pregnant. That'd be. Bulger would lose his mind. It'd be so funny.
Mooney, I'm gonna tell you a terrible secret. It's
Tell
a
me.
horrible secret, but it's one that's honest.
I like secrets.
I like
Never been
secrets
laid.
too.
What?
What?
Yeah, it's a little hard to be pregnant when you haven't.
What? You were engaged to 2 dudes and you've never had sex.
Twice the hope, twice the luck. Look how well that panned out.
Little
You want me?
Little Flake will laugh.
You want me to like set you up with somebody?
Honey, I already made the man we saved blush. I think we're good.
Oh, you like the moon or the moon elf?
He's cool. I just think he won't tolerate me for very long. I'm not even.
I
2
mean, you
years
kissed him
old.
on the cheek and then he ran away. I think that's a good sign.
What was I supposed to do? He saved my child.
Well, I don't know. We orcs just like grab each other by like the dick and anyway.
Yeah, I
well, you just let me
remember
know.
that.
Grab his dick and twist it.
I like meeting girls and grabbing their dicks.
You know, my chief was
Sure.
real into you too. I was talking you up, Chief Onion. He'd take good care of you.
The horn thing is a dwarf thing, and the dwarf thing is a Boldrum thing. I can't use the hammer. I would love a hammer.
I can't believe. So you telling me you was gonna marry Boldrum and Holder? I mean, those two guys don't know the first thing about romance. I was trying to give them romance lessons so long ago. How to like approach you? They were useless.
Yeah,
It was like talking to a wall.
I tried.
I think you could walk around naked in front of them and they'd have no idea what to do.
I think they might faint.
I think so
Oh,
too.
this Boldrum one. Hold it.
Maybe that's how you would argue
Wonder-
with people from now on. Just disrobe.
No.
I think that'd be real effective.
Oh man, the last thing I need is to walk around naked and have Boldrum pass out, Holden ask what the fuck, and then Took asking questions about my markings. I think I would just shock him right then and there, figuratively and literally.
What do you think Cool would do?
Cool would probably be like, nice tits, thumbs up, and walk away.
I think you're right. You know, we should tell him he has nice tits. He's always showing them off.
He does have nice tits. His dad's were bigger, but don't tell him that. He's still growing into his tits.
Do you think
Don't
his
want
nipples
the
are gonna
boy.
get any bigger? They're really small.
He's a guy, so
I mean, they're
50.
really small.
She is still half awake, hugging this thing, having this conversation. She's not waking up. She might as well be sleep talking. That's how bad this is.
From the doorway, Cool shout in. Are y'all coming or what?
Oh, we're supposed to be somewhere.
Are we?
I don't know. Everybody's gathered out here. I think Boldrum is taking us back to the Thane.
Oh. Hey, you wanna go
I
talk to the
can't
handsome?
go. I'm pregnant.
You wanna go
What?
talk to the handsome man and the short man?
Congratulations. Boldrum, what did you do?
What is it, Cool?
Coffee's pregnant.
What?
What
Wait,
did you
what?
do?
Hey!
Who did this?
Hey, give her some space! Yeah, that's right.
Peers from doorway.
Good. I'm sleepy. How are you?
She's very tired.
Well, yeah,
Were
she's
you
I
pregnant.
expect an answer.
About what?
I'll be waiting outside.
Oh, okay. Look, he expects an answer. I don't know what about, though.
I gave him an answer.
I don't think he was listening. He was too busy being a man.
Why?
So,
This is why I married a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations, Boldrum, I guess.
Blinks audibly.
Okay.
What, you're the father, right?
I have never touched that woman in that way.
Then how the hell is she pregnant?
Blinks again.
Oh, she must have had a different dwarf here, a dwargo.
Yes, because blue people would only lay with blue people. I see what you're doing with you cheeky fuck.
We're gonna talk about being blue.
Leave it to that. That's when Coffee wakes up and be like, of course he goes down the racist moment.
I got 5 gold on the deep thing.
I'm gonna go stand up and start strapping all of her weapons on.
I'd fight him myself.
Come on, let's go talk.
I would
How should
pay
I
to see
carry
that.
this so that way there is body heat? Should I just keep wrapping it and keep it like this?
Well,
Do you have any fur or something I could put in there?
I mean, we could actually strap to Jax if you wanted.
Wait, you didn't do anything magical, did you, Boldrum?
Or we could just say you're pregnant. I think that's fine.
I can't use magic.
It's much more safe if we say you're pregnant, because everyone's gonna be real careful with your belly.
Worst case scenario, the deep Thane laughs maniacally and goes, clearly you don't know
Strokes
how
the beard.
Ganassi work. That would be funny, not gonna lie. Alright, let's
If we
see
strap it
what
to
the
Jax, somebody might, I don't know, try to steal it or something. That'd be terrible.
That would be terrible, and they would forfeit their life, even if it was the
Yeah.
King himself.
Yeah, come on,
Alright.
I'll help you strap in.
Yep. Strap the OB on the bottom and on the top.
When he
Use
puts the
head
pregnancy
strap
suit on,
first.
Coffee.
Yep. Just extra wrap.
All right, little Flake, you ready to? You ready to be part of the charade?
Yes, I don't mind.
Little Flake will laugh and will go, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Blue people unite.
Oh my God.
She'll
Blue
waddle out the door.
people, unite.
Well, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Coffee?
Morning.
You have some explaining to do.
We had quite the eventful night.
Oh?
Yep.
Coffee was magically infertilated.
What?
hmm
What?
Magic.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I mean, her god was feeling left out after all y'all talking all about your gods.
The Eldar's thick, powerful snake made it so.
hmm
Oh, it was the
Oh.
Eldar.
I
Now it
gotta
makes
roll.
sense.
I gotta roll willpower for that one because I think that she would just blush full magenta.
See?
Yeah, I failed that shit. I'm
The evidence right
I
there.
am magenta as fluff.
Oh my.
Where did the elder touch you?
What?
Well, I mean, I think that's kind of obvious there,
In
Boldrin.
her
She's
vagina, Baldrum.
pregnant.
With his
Hey.
penis.
Hey,
That was enchanted.
Baldrin blushes.
And then Mooney will cross her arms and stare at Boldrum.
I also heard that you hadn't, been doing your
I
job.
think everyone heard them.
What?
Oh, yeah, too. Yeah, we had a couple of Dwargars shout down and everything cheer him on.
Wait, you did it out in
Wait.
public? Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's on the bridge.
That's.
I need an insight. Come on, brain. Damn it. Are you
Let's
telling
go.
me the Eldar desecrated the holy maiden of Ezekine in the public square?
I mean, what's wrong with the
First off-
public square?
Probably.
Flander. He provided me a wonderful solution to something I had lost.
hmm
It is egg.
She got a new child on the way.
What do you
Wait.
mean?
It is an egg. She will
You
grow
laid an
belly.
egg?
No.
Oh!
Is that how your people work?
Mooney will
Huh.
step back so that she can reveal.
So, because like a proper Kalan lady, she has multiple layers. She will simply show after a couple panels at the very top of the egg, be like, "See, egg."
Oh, so you're not actually pregnant. Oh, okay.
Mooney slaps her knees.
Oh, we
Ow.
got you, boys, so good.
I
But
thought
wait, isn't that still pregnation? It's just different way of her people having kids, right?
No, we have children very similar to how most humanoids do, bleeding and screaming and clawing into this world.
Yes, from
But
an
that
egg
is-
in your point, right?
That there's many more.
how,
Wait, what do you mean?
The Eldar helped.
but Menima was in Jax.
He ain't a Jax anymore. He in the egg.
Oh, huh.
Oh,
The Eldar gave up some of his life for it. It was,
Very moving.
I cried a lot.
that was very kind of him.
How fascinating.
When he
A
first
second
proposed
chance.
his plan, I was horrified that I was going to have a whole juvenile to worry over. But square one it is.
Well, I would protect him.
Well, as
Looks
we
a-
think the
looks up.
best way to, keep him warm till he hatches is, Coffee will just tell people she's pregnant. Otherwise, it's pretty obvious we're carrying an egg around and people might, want to take it or something.
Isn't it going to be more obvious if she suddenly has a large pregnant belly and didn't previously?
I'm pretty confident most people don't pay mind to my existence, especially here.
They only pay attention to you, Boldrum. And me, because I'm loud, but really they don't pay attention to you.
I understand and I acquiesce.
Right, so why'd you summon us out here? It's early and I'm tired.
Well, we should resupply and wait to be summoned by the Deep Thane.
You woke
And
me up
perhaps-
to wait.
And we need to speak on what we are doing regarding Glory's task that he had originally assigned to Took.
Oh. Okay, that's valid.
So, resupply, then speak.
Well, I'm ready to go. Just let me know. Let me go find Jax. Oh. He's a real dog again, by the way. Look.
Bark.
Ta-da!
Isn't that's how he was always talk?
Were,
What do
were
you-
you missing the parts where he was slithering on the ground and hissing and all that stuff?
Oh, he was.
Oh my lord.
I never looked at him again.
Hold on, what you doing? You look sad.
Morning, everyone.
Were you thinking about diving in there? I'd dive in there with you. She'll waddle over. Look
Uh,
over.
no.
You know what? I
pretty
think
sure
I thought
that-
about diving last time and I decided I would probably die. Maybe we shouldn't do that.
Yeah, I know enough about, underwater or underground, waterways. There's a lot of jagged rocks under there. That'd be bad.
I bet we could take them.
I've just been thinking about things.
Like what?
Everything that's happened so far. Everything that led us to where we are now. I don't know. I just had this strange feeling and needed to think about it for a while. He'll take his bandana that he's got clasped in his hand and tuck it away into his pocket. Is Boldrum up yet?
Yeah, he's what woke us
Over here,
up.
brother.
He'll waddle over to Boldrum.
He nods.
Boldrum, I know it's short notice, and they might not want someone like me in there. But do you think you could get the Thane to allow me to use the forge for just a few hours?
I believe this can be permitted due to our service. I can order it so.
And when you get a chance, please do that.
He nods. Of course, brother. You are a valued member of this team.
And he'll just nod. So what's
Speaking
what's
of value.
happening?
Oh yeah, I want to get paid.
That's part of waiting to hear back from the Deep Thane.
Well, why not be a what's the word I'm looking for? An assertive dwarf and go request payment now.
Because this is a lawful society that's very fickle on how they spend their wealth. And I would rather not betray the trust of my Thane by requesting funds out of turn.
That was the weirdest way to say you're a pussy.
Yeah, stop being a
I-
coward, Baldrum.
I think he's pretty much waiting until after the planning has been completed.
Well, then why'd they blow that loud ass horn if they weren't summoning us?
I think that's just the morning bell, like for breakfast and stuff. Is there breakfast?
Anyway, shall we?
Yes! We shall!
Okay. Good
Resupply
talk.
kits and
A
resupply kits in
loud ass
downtime.
horn.
Good talk, everyone.
Yeah, Coffee's pregnant. Congratulations. It takes me back to when Took was gaslit into being gay for Elrond.
That shit was
Gaslit.
So
You can say whatever you like. He was obviously gay for Elrond. There's no way.
It's not a
Everyone knew.
sin, so no one else could have him.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if he wasn't gay for Elrond, there sure was a lot of possessive actions going on.
Possessive.
He kept lingering
Walked
every
off for
time
hours
Elrond was
with
in
him,
the
came back
room.
on-
walking off for hours, always wanting to have one-on-one conversations with him for entering.
Always coming back all hot, bothered, and sweaty.
Not being so ace he doesn't understand his feelings. Like, shit like that.
Yeah.
God damn.
It is what it is. Anyway, so the party returns. That was good stuff. Bum, bum, ba-dum. Alright, as Baldrum arrives, you will see that the Deep Thane and the Eldar are currently in what appears to be war talks. Each of the Centennial Blades are providing and the commanders as well, are providing what information they can. As Baldrum approaches, the Deep Thane will beckon him over. Ah, Baldrum, it is good to see that you're here.
Yes, my Thane.
Alright, Baldrum, as you approach, you can see that the war plans that are currently being drawn out by the Eldar and the Deep Thane are a proposal that's in twofold. First, you can see several documents that appear to be letters written by the Eldar in a flowing Elvish script to be sent to the City of Glass, preferably by the fastest means possible. You will see that there is a detachment of Dwergar that are assigned to carry those messages down into the deep, into the depths below, hopefully using the tram to traverse Corvinus in secret. You can also see that the Deep Thane has penned several requests to the various dwarvish holdings within Demon's Deep. It seems the Deep Thane has elected not to ask the Thanes, but the actual noble houses themselves, perhaps hoping to avoid any silencing by the government should it disagree. A bold but risky move in order to establish a presence within Demon's Deep. And then finally, in the war plans drawn out, you can see that the war plans of Corvinus have made an update. There is a marking on the map that indicates that the wall of Metheria has fallen. And as you grimly read over this, the Deep Thing will announce, "A courier came in the night. Apparently, the wall is under attack, if it's not already fallen. There's rumors of demons surging into the south. It will be up to us to attempt to dissuade them from crossing the mountains. There are many vulnerable people, not only my people, but the surface as well, that will be used as the fodder for the demons. If we can reinforce the wall, we should. However, the Eldar has made an interesting proposal." The Eldar will then look towards Baldrum and will say, "It has long since been known that the demons are surging within the wastes, but they have within them generals. I have done some divinations and spoken with my lord. I believe that we have a chance to strike directly at the demons within the wastes, a most deciding blow. Without a commander, they will most likely turn to rampant pillaging. More lives will be lost in the short term, but victory more likely in the long term. The Deep Thane has also suggested that perhaps, instead of taking this route, we might simply enact to reinforce what surface forces that there are, perhaps the Three Kings themselves. I find this to be a risky venture, for the Dwergar are not many, and I am but one. We have both agreed that having the opinion of a surface dweller is needed. What say you, Baldrum Blackstone? Where shall the strength of the Eldar and the Dwergar be found?" Decision time, boyo.
Can I attempt to marshal check the proposals?
Sure.
There's 2 in total, yes. One is to go to the Three Kings and reinforce their forces actually the third is to reinforce the wall, and one is to strike at the enemy commanders in the ways.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the enemy in the ways. 27. Next is the wall. Advantage, because Surge of Success. And the last is the Three Kings. 32.
Okay, as you look over the proposals more intently, there's a couple of things that you see. Striking at the commanders would be successful in deterring the demon's organization. It would cause an immediate loss of life, as the demons will no longer be directed, but it could serve to slow them. However, the Great Portal is constantly churning out demons, and no doubt they probably have contingencies for such things. Or a more powerful demon will simply take over. There's just too many of them for that particular plan to hold much fruition, not without coordination. Second, to reinforce the Three Kings, or any of the other surface forces, holds within it the highest probability of containment. However, such open warfare will leave the Dwergar exposed to the world, and perhaps to those that may not enjoy their presence. They may even be mistaken for demon-corrupted dwarves themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And the third, to reinforce the wall direct, carries with it the greatest risk in terms of prejudice. The Metharians will most certainly wish to ascertain where these dwarves came from, but if the wall could be held, and the tide could be turned, it's possible that it could be resealed. But none of this will be possible without the Metharians' assistance. For they are the ones that put up the wall in the first place. And more importantly, the Dwergar do not have the numbers to hold such a large place. You may also make a martial check as well as you study the battlefield map.
Sure. 29. Bird's eye view.
By looking at the zoomed out version of the map and scoping out where the best places to place the Dwergar forces are, there's a couple places that come into mind. Most notably, you will see that the forces of demonkind are lined just outside of the wall, but also threaten to parse through the mountains. The demons that go through the mountains will no doubt have to deal with the tribes of orcs, which will slow them. But if enough of a force came out, then there are a few breakpoints that you could attempt to close up. The most notable one is Hailhorn. In Hailhorn, there is the perhaps most widest pass in the mountains leading into the Demon Wastes. It was actually used as an aqueduct point for many elven cities due to its precarious position alongside the great river that runs through it, and then to Trist River, and then eventually leading to the Sephiran Sea. What you see before you, mapped out with the Eldar's assistance, is the intricate design of the elvish cities beneath the earth, with Noda intertwined with several of its other districts, designed alongside the Dark Sun. It seems that Hailhorn would be a good place for you to send your own force. And then finally, of course, that is under the presumption that you do not have the expeditionary forces of Demon's Deep or even the Palladic Orders of Saphira, all of which have been sent missives for assistance. To you, it would seem the surest way to contain the demonic threat is to focus them to a single space. A single place in which they will have no other recourse than to attack. You will need bait. You'll need something that demons hate. Something that they would want to see despoiled and destroyed.
Boltram chuckles to himself. I see. Thinks back on his party. Looks at Took and Kuprikal. Took! Come over here!
Yes? You called for me?
Thane. Eldar Celeste. We have here a leading agent of glory on the continent. I believe with his aid of his god, we may be able to conjure a beacon strong enough to attract the demons to us, like mayflies to honey. Then we will strike them like an anvil and hammer. We will pin them back and send them back into the waste. And I believe the best place to do this is the wall. Although Hailhorn has its potential, the wall is the place that they are pouring out of most. And although we would need the Metharians' aid, I do not believe they would resist aid in their time most dire. Indeed, there's Metharians waiting just on the surface, as he points up. Metharians that would likely be interested in speaking about this plan, should you be willing to hear them.
Missives have been sent to those that we believe will answer. We will keep in mind your Metharians. Oh, hold on. We will keep in mind your Metharians. As to your plan of attack, the wall has already fallen, Baltram. Whatever defensive positions that it has would be untenable. The Eldar will state, my divinations revealed that there are fortresses alongside it, no? Perhaps we could focus ourselves at one of them. You will see the Deep Thane begin to think carefully.
Surely the Dwergar have means of constructing fortifications swiftly than any other in this dang continent.
Swiftly, yes. Fast enough while demons are pouring down on top of them? No. But there is fortresses here, as he points at the map. Based upon her sigils. The eye, the shield, the sword. The eye lies at the center. I believe it to be the most geographically defendable. A natural break in the plateaus. I believe that is the best place in which to face the creatures. This beacon that you speak of. We'll call them forth, and any that have already filtered into the Three Kings. If it is to bait, we should bait them all.
Aye. Although Hailhorn has its purpose, I believe it is too far from the break. We will not attract the ones in the Three Kings, should we make our stand there.
The Deep Thing will nod. My thoughts precisely. Eldar, do you have any wisdom? The Eldar will think and will say, if you intend to hold a fortress and attract them with some sort of beacon, we must be ready, in case they have those that could resist the call of the beacon. They may send subsidiary forces around them. How many Dwergar do you possess? Approximately 300. 300 Dwergar. Well, how many archers amongst them? 75 Arbalists strong. Do you believe if you set them up in a ring, you could catch any stragglers, or focus any commanders that might resist the call of this beacon? I see what you mean. Kill squads, specifically for their leaders. An interesting proposal. We would leave the fortress without ranged support. The fighting there will be bloody, beaten against the walls.
None can escape the arm and reach of the Deep Watch crossbow.
The Eldar will say, in that case, do you think that your men can hold it? The Deep Thane will spit on the stone at his side. Not only will we hold it, but we'll break the bastards there. I think this is a fine strategy. How strong is your light, Orc?
My light is strong. the power, the light of glory will attract them. However, to, I suppose, guarantee it, perhaps I can, with my knowledge of the demons, I can perhaps come up with a stronger spell, a stronger magics to attract them.
The Deep Thing will nod. Very well. I shall dispatch missives and make preparations immediately. We will marshal our troops and leave within 3 days' time. This will give time for them to make preparations for our arrival. There is a chance that the Mytharians there will not be willing to relinquish their fortress to us. Therefore, we will need to make sure that a strong diplomatic presence is made to ensure the Mytharian cooperation. Which reminds me. The Eldar will nod and step to the side. Summon your companions, Boldrum.
Boldrum raises a hand and ushers his allies forward. Come here.
When he waddles up, she was thinking about doing it anyway. She will in particular give a nod to Eldar, the Eldar.
He will nod back.
And then she will, as always, ha!
Ha!
Boldrum squeezes his eyes shut as Mooney says, "Ha."
All right. As your companions approach, he will gesture, "Make space for Boldrum." You will see then that the Deep Thane summons forth a few of his couriers, and one of them bears something upon a piece of black iron. The Deep Thane will look towards Boldrum and will state, "Kneel, Boldrum Blackstone."
Boldrum looks him in the eye and kneels on one knee. "As you wish, my Thane."
I am a dwarf of my word, and although I have my doubts of what you were, your sword arm, your quick thinking, and your wisdom have shown you worthy. Worthy not only to be a dwarf, but to understand what it means to be a dwarf. Thy strength has been proven before the might of Astaroth. Thy strength has been proven to thy people. So, it is within my power to anoint you. No longer will you walk the surface without the deep. No longer, for the rest of your days, shall you go unsheltered by the iron of our people. And no longer shall you wear your armor without its helmet. He will take a helmet from the piece of iron presented by the courier and will lift it above Boldrum's head. With this placement, I absolve you of sin. With this placement, I absolve you of guilt. With this placement, I absolve you. You were once exiled. You were once beardling. And now you will rise once more, but greater than you were before. You will rise as Boldrum Blackstone, the Thane of Peace.
It is an honor, my Thane, to serve the people of Demon's Deep and Solivarin in the name of peace, so that peace may reign on all of Corvanus, free from demons, from hatred, and shared cooperation between peoples.
Very good. The Eldar will clap, and everyone else will cheer. Hurrah! Gazgaru! Gazgaru!
Mina makes orc sounds, howling, whistling.
Zbradoon!
The embarrassing mom from the south. Woo! Cowbell!
That's my baby right there! Alright. And with that, with war lingering in the balance, death threatening from the center of the continent, the Deep Thane, leader of the Dwargar, and the Eldar, leader of the Forgotten People, the Elves of Noda, make their preparation with the Lords of Light to protect Corvanus from the invading threat, to hold back the forces of Agamemnon, and to take their place in the final battle.
At the front lines.
Moody has the question.
Yeah?
Hey, she'll hold up her hand again.
So, who's gonna do something about the gate?
Are you referring to my gate? Eldar says.
Nope. The big portal in the middle of the demon waste that we walked by where all the demons come from. Look, I can smash demons till I'm dead. But if they keep coming, what's the point?
The Eldar will state, the demons must be contained, and then we can launch an offensive.
Agreed. We must reinforce this wall, keep them back, and then we can plan, with all peoples assembled, a strike into the wastes. A glorious crusade to end demonkind on Corvanus.
Show our strength, build alliances, close the gate. Sounds good.
We
to
will
me.
prove our strength, and they will recognize that we are strong. And together, we will be even stronger than ever before.
I will say, though, if you're looking for an inn with the Matharians, there are the ones that are on your doorstep, Thane. You could talk to them. Maybe they can help negotiate.
I have already informed him of their presence, Cool.
Okay, I was not here for that. Apologies.
Alright. And in the final moments, as people raise up their hands cheering, actually, no. No, not yet. Not yet. Let me double check something. Have we done yours? I think we've done yours, have we?
My
Done.
little
Yeah.
thing with the black hand, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
thought. Like, what?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, I was like, yeah, I thought we did that already. Okay, anyway. Alright, that's it. We'll pick it up next time, guys.
Hell yeah.
Level 10.
Yeah, that was definitely unexpected.
I am very excited for a shitload of combat.
Oh yeah.
All of the combat.
I wanna
Going
know
back
what
into
ally-
the wastes.
Back
We're
into
doing
the
a-
ways.
We're doing a hold the line one, and we just got how many extra attacks?
Look, I have a big pickaxe now. We can go smash that portal if we need to.
God. That's not tactically sound. Like,
Who's the strongest person here I can bring with us? The Eldar?
I will handle your alliance when you get there. Don't worry, I have a plan.
Very cool.
Trust the
I mean-
fucking process.
He's already in
Is
your
it-
party, Gas.
I'm just excited.
I got
Is it
you.
a sexy
We're in his
man?
party.
I need
Hey,
another
where-
sexy man.
It's you'll see.
Is it sexy?
Thumbs up.
You'll see.
Well, I went on a date with
Maybe?
a really ugly man on Saturday.
Maybe
I
you-
would like a sexy man.
Maybe you think. I don't think Mooney would think he's sexy.
What?
Lol.
Anyway, good stuff, guys. Ugh, sigh. All right, let's see if we got any
Listen.
fan art.
My life is just so difficult.
Let's see here. Wait, that static is back again.
The hell?
What's that? Does anyone else hear that?
Yes,
I
I hear
don't
it.
think
I just don't know where it's from.
So weird. Anyway. Huh.
It's like a fan slightly blown into him.
Yeah, but it.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's not coming from my mic. I'll figure it out. My computer's just getting old now. Jeez.
I deafened and I still heard it, so I think it's something on Discord.
Oh, it's probably Discord then. If you deafened and still heard it, yeah.
Same.
Alrighty. Good stuff. All right, I'm gonna call it there. Thanks, guys.
Did they give us any
Bye-bye.
money for this? Should I plot to buy stuff?
Plot to buy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay.
Okay. All right.